Alright guys, we have a first impression. We're going to test to see how it does on advanced frame, and we need a TM frame. Okay, this is, can't prove if it's 5KU, but I got it from Boom Arms. I don't even know how much it costs. I was trying to buy a shooter design grip from Boom Arms because I needed for a customer project to stipple, and he was out of them. So I was like, "Hey, do you have anything that's like the shooter design grip?" And then he just told me he had this, and then I probably need to check what I paid for it. But I imagine it being 5KU, it's not that much. Shooter design grips are usually $15, $20 in that region. I like them for how they feel. They feel good. They feel like quality. But in the past and to this day, their molding sucks ass. Like, you have to do a lot of work sometimes. Sometimes you get lucky and it's a drop in. But I would probably say over the course of my whatever 10+ years doing them, I'd probably say like more than likely you're gonna have to do some work. Like 75% of them, like I definitely have had to do a good amount of work to get them to fit anything. So they're a nightmare. But at the time I was buying them, they were the only ones that were kind of like the real deal, and that's why I bought them. And then another company came along, which was AABB. Also, we has grips like this too as well, and Arrowhead, but those companies are much harder to find. AABB is still around. They had colors, but they didn't have black, so I would have just got picked up in AABB. But yeah, so when you're looking for this style of grip, shooter design was always the easiest for me to buy, but I had to do a lot of work on them. And then you can buy the Wii and AABB. Arrowhead is completely extinct. What they did is I think they just bought the Wii ones and then painted them. So some of them were cool looking, some were whatever. That was like a 90s thing. So now we got a new one. 5K I don't think ever really made. I think these grips are kind of new, and I think they're definitely, everyone's kind of riding the STI dick wave right now. It's kind of like the new salient for sure, with John Wick, the DVC, the Omni. Everyone's trying to get at the STI, so I think that's why they came out with this, and I want to see what it's like. And okay, you definitely don't get as much of the shooter design one when you buy the shooter design. It comes with the sticker. These are actually removable. And what else? This is removable, so it's completely, I'd probably say it's like the most customizable one. But these were never even, so you had to sand them down. There was just so many things wrong with it, but it was like the only thing we could accept. That's the reality sometimes. Alright, let's just get a close up. This has a good weight to it. Just squeezing it right now and see how it feels. There's a little flex in here. Like, there's no flex in here when yeah. This feels pretty good though, actually. I'll give it to them. I'm pretty sure this is like $10 or sub $10, because that's AABB are pretty cheap too. I guess for people who are purists, yeah, this isn't removable. Pretty positive that's actually molded in, but you know what? I'll say presentation wise, this looks very nice. I'll give it to them. But I don't care for this. I'm gonna be stippling over this. And for the second part for purists is we always want this to be empty and put in actual screws. So that part sucks, but it's cheap. That's okay. Now I don't know how this is going to stipple, because for guys who stipple, like, you know, I stipple and a lot of other guys stipple, one thing we hate is when we stipple or we sand, if there's any imperfections or anything like that, or missing spots, it kind of sucks. So that I will be able to update, you know, when I actually stipple it. Let's and they give you 4 black and 4 silver, which is good. I believe the John Wick one. You know, there's a couple of builds, pre-builds coming out, and like it's like weird. They're all kind of confused. If you watch the movie, it doesn't have the actual what you call it. It doesn't have the, you know, there's a Terran Tactical mag, well, like an actual Terran Tactical one that's kind of fat and it's different. In the movie, that's not the magwell that's used. It's actually the STI modern one with the cut that's in the Omni. So there's a couple of builds out there that are actually incorrect. Okay, this is a shooter design grip. All right, this one. Okay, this this one I actually had to do work to get it to fit, and you have to sand this area. It's absolutely annoying. Well, what we're looking for is to see if it's flush here and right around here. But see if we got in here. You guys see that? Look at this. So I'm pushing this forward into here, so maybe a screw, but look at that gap right here. So maybe if, yeah, this one might need an actual screw to pull it forward. Alright, let's start porting over the internals. Let's go with stock. I'm going to say most of you, not everybody will have upgrades. So let's go with stock. Okay. This is a stock TM. This is an extreme lower. You can always tell right here, this screw right here is a dead giveaway of it being an extreme. The original ones don't have that. Maybe the new ones do, but like if you have like an original extreme, like none of the other Hi-Capas ever had this mark. Maybe newer ones do nowadays, but not back then. Wow, this guy is dirty as hell. That's fine. We're just here to see if the 5K user drop in. And the funny thing is, you know, mine could be a drop in, but you guys could get it and it could not be a drop in. That was the case with what you call it? With shooter design. It was just, you were playing Russian roulette with that crap. But that was all I had at the time. Now you got a couple more options at least. And then, you know, you guys got this channel so I can help you guys save a headache, or at least be prepared for the headache. That's what I'm doing here. Okay, oops, wrong one. Alright, so stock TM trigger bar and trigger. Let's go. The test you guys always want to do to make sure your trigger is installed correctly, it should have 0 friction going up and down. Okay. Obviously it has to be in the hole. If you push it too far, it's not going to be lined up, but make sure you play around with it first and make sure it drops down instantly. Okay, so we're good here. Drop in on stock. Just getting all this dust off. Okay, we have a stock magazine release. Okay, stock magazine release is definitely a little tight, but that's not a big deal. Okay, you can tell it's tight by, see how it's not popping back. Now this is easy. You know, either A, you can file the area. You'll be able to see, if you push it a couple times, you'll be able to see the marks where it's heading inside the grip. If you don't have a file, you can try whitening it a little bit and then just pushing it repeatedly. I'm not gonna sit here and take your time up, guys. So you guys know what to do. Just either file it or just white it, and then just, if you're if you got time, just push it a million times. Okay, let's take out the stock TM, see if we have any issues. Okay. This is stock TM hammer, stock, what do they call this? I don't know what they call this. Oh, it comes with one. Okay, I didn't know. Let's check out what it comes with. Okay, left is 5KU, right is TM. Kind of looks the same. Alright, we'll just try the 5KU one. That's nice, it comes with one. Shooter Design doesn't come with one, and that sucker is 20 plus. The funny thing is, Shooter Design could include it if they wanted to, because they make a recoil spring set for Hi-Capa. So they've been around for a long time. That's an ancient company. I'll give it to them. They've been around for a long time, but I stopped buying their slides and frames a long time ago, especially after their new generation. That one video I had, I felt so bad for that guy, because that frame was like $200 and it sucked. The only problem with them is they're the only ones that kind of make like LDCs regularly by themselves. If you want an LDC for advanced, you gotta buy a set usually, which it's not cheap. All right, let's go. We have stock TM. Just need to get this on top of here. Okay, we will use the screws provided by them. These look like a gloss finish. I'm not a big fan of this. Is really glossy. Oh yeah, I can see that in the camera. Maybe you might like glossy, but especially not me. I don't mind gold, but even the gold is, well, okay, it's gold, but it's just, I don't know, glossy black to me always, it's never given me a good vibe. That's just my opinion. Maybe certain builds, but definitely not. Like, I would want a flat. Okay, screw is good. Oh, you're kidding me. I'm low on battery. Alright, I gotta pause it and get a new battery in. Alright, we're back. New battery in focus. Let's go. What was I talking about? I was complaining about the screws. Yeah, I would definitely say if you get a closer look at the screws, the finish isn't that good either. I would probably just say clean up the screws, like especially with this one. Look at this. I don't know if you guys can see. The finish isn't very good. But hey, if this thing is sub under $10, what I really care about, honestly, is just the grip. Cause I'm gonna work on the grip. Now look on here. You can see we definitely need the front screw to pull this up. This is yeah, it's not fitting here. The front is just a little too long. Yeah, okay. So front is just a little too long on the TM. like I said, you know, you should probably expect to have to do some work. Looks good though. I'll give it to you that. It looks good. Let's see if it takes a mag. Okay. The worst culprits are usually chrome mags, so they're the fattest ones. Okay. Let me go get a chrome mag. Give me a second, guys. Oh, you got kidding. Okay. Alright, we're back. I have my mags in a little compartment behind. Okay, well, no problem at all. There's a lot of room actually. We need to test this. This is a full auto, so let's just. Do I have any full auto? This one's gonna be too hard to take out. Let's just take this one out. I don't know if it works on here. Yeah, okay, we're not gonna do that. Oh my, okay, there we go. You know, honestly, it's in all the grip, it's gonna work. Let's just try it on the advanced frame. After all, it is going to be going on to advanced frame. Okay. And you definitely need front screw for this. Like, you know, most of my guns I've either lost them or forgotten to put them in. You know, shame on me, but I'm pretty sure everyone else does the same. Okay. Let's see if we can get this on here. Okay, we are in. We'll try, let's try the smaller screws too, to see if that goes in here just fine. You know, I didn't even realize this is so stiff that this has actually been able to hold on its own. Okay, that's the stock TM rolling pin. Yeah. You guys see the gap right here? Let's see. Would fit here. It might, but I don't know. It looks like it's off by a little bit. Then I can figure it out on the other side. But you know, you guys watching this should understand that, yeah, you're gonna have to do some work. Let's see, do the bottom ones have threads? Okay. You want to make sure these screws don't go through, otherwise they will scratch your Okay, nice. Let's test if this one works. let's get this in there. See, make sure this is completely, completely fitted. Otherwise, you're gonna get it dropping. Yeah, okay. Awesome. Oops, that's not good. Now, I will update if I have any issues with stippling, but I just wanted to see how it is, and I figured I'd just make a video out of it, even though it's really relatively a small thing, but it is another review for you guys, so you know what to expect. I would definitely say the screws are definitely negative. They're definitely ugly, but you can just fix them. You can just strip them and then repaint them yourself. I'll probably strip these and make them flat black and actually have a good finish. But I don't know if it's just a shitty paint job or a shitty screw. Right, this one should be. I'm hoping this one is noticeable on camera. Oh yeah, all right. I can see that on the screen now. This is this is what the other ones are kind of like, but just not as bad. But the grip isn't bad at all. For it being 5KU. And we saw that, it was kind of a drop in. I'll have to do a little work here. Or what you can do is you can kind of, sometimes it'll work, but you put it in trigger guard first. But I just don't know how that will affect this area, because this area is much more important than this area matching. You want this area to be flush. This area should always be important. Because if you have a big gap in here, your safety can come out, and then your leaf spring isn't going to be on top of the sear and what else? The sear and disconnector as much as it should be. So this area you want to be, flush as possible. All right, that was the. I guess we should call this a review, because. Oh no, there's technically the last part is stippling, but I don't think everyone stipples. So if you're not looking to stipple, and you just wanted a grip that says STI and it kind of looks like the real deal, I would say yeah, it's not bad. Be prepared. You might have to do some fitment, and I would say help definitely clean these screws up, because this looks nice, but the screws provided with it don't look nice. But that's an easy thing to fix. And then if you're completely like a purist, what you can do with this, you can just Dremel this out and then put it in like actual real screws. Obviously don't have it thread in. Like what Shooter Design did is they cut the threads off, so all you do is you just glue it in. So glue it in, because if you try to thread it in, you won't be able to get the screw in the front, because that's where the screw goes in, right here. Alright, take it easy guys. I will see you around. I think that's about it for this guy. But now I'm just going to see what project to do with him. Okay, take it easy.